Alright, hello all, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we do have another stack defense video here, how tanky can the unit get. And of course, this time we will be doing TEQ Vegeta again. Now, I did do the stack attack, not last week, but the week before. And with the new sort of Tanabata replacement celebration. I still, what is the campaign actually called now? Transcendent Dokkan campaign or something? We do have the new Golden Frieza and Gogeta LR. Now, this has all been very weird timing for me. Firstly, with this character coming out, knowing about the ability that Gogeta has, I did decide it would be better to wait to do the defense stack for Vegeta, because this ability is insane. 230% phase 2 defense will do so much for one of these stacking videos. Now, it's not going to be every character that this applies to. Because when we use the Gogeta active, getting his 23 orbs, that does mean we are missing out on one of the Super Gogeta actives, the 54% active skill. So I'm going to have to calc this with every single character before I actually start. I already did it, and I mean, I guess it's been a couple of days, but I'm pretty sure when I looked at it, it was actually that using the Gogeta sort of phase 2 support would be the better scenario for Vegeta's defense. So that's what we're going to do. I think this is going to go very well. We'll have to see. But without further ado, I mean, let's jump in. Let's get our initial sort of stacking turns, and see how tanky he can get. Now, real quick, oh, what's you motherfucker? Oh, come on! I swear that always happens to me at the worst times. I just pulled up that friend too. Come on, man. I suppose now, real quick, something I'd like to note is I've actually been a little behind, both with, I was away for a couple of days, and now I've had somewhat of a cold. I've been behind on the showcases for this character. I did the 155% showcase, and then I just got into link level 10. I put the dupe in. I haven't gotten to using them since that, so I'm excited to, I guess, jump into 69% link level 10 showcases. Hopefully I can do that soon, but if my voice would allow me to talk for more than 10 minutes at a time, that'd be nice. See, a cough. So we'll I will work on that as soon as I can. My apologies for the delays. Second rotation. Okay. Well, I'll just cut away and we'll come back once we have him on the rotation. So here we are. Obviously starting out, we do not have the most defense. Now, Vegeta here, I did do the stack attack. He is only stacking 20% per super, which obviously is not a lot. For his first couple of turns, he can do 4 supers. Then it goes down to 3. However, we do actually need to have a named Goku ally on the rotation, which obviously we do not. Honestly, let me just restart this. Because I don't want to miss a turn without having the Goku on the rotation, because that extra stack will come in handy. So I'm actually, let me restart real quick, one more time, and I'll come back once we have him on the rotation again. My apologies. Okay, here we go. Vegeta on the rotation. We do actually have Glorio support up here, so that's an additional 50%. And I think Vegeta is going to look pretty decent with defense. Now, this LR, I mean, It's just crazy. For these defense stacking ones, and to be fair, I haven't done nearly as many as the attack stacking, but there are like so many characters that would benefit so much from this. I mean, if you look at the 7th years, for example, they don't have a single like ounce of. There's nothing. There's no phase 2 defense that they have whatsoever. So this support would do quite a lot. I do like to do new characters before, the idea of revisiting characters, but I might honestly have to revisit some characters like the 7th years, where it's just like this support will just do way too much for them that I don't want to wait. So I mean, we'll have to see what I end up doing. I mean, for the next couple of these, but that Golden Frieza, or rather the Gogeta support, is so crazy. I'm just having this LR is gonna be a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far. The limited amount I've gotten to use them. I I still want to get a better feel. I still want to get a better feel for the character, but I'll get to that as soon as I can. So I don't know. This celebration though, even though I haven't been able to jump into a lot of the content yet, I think does seem pretty cool to me. Pretty good. I mean, the Purunga, being able to get all those just like immediately, that was certainly nice. Those Elder Kais definitely were very helpful for my account. So, I mean, we'll have to see what they do with the rest of the celebration, though. I still think it was really... I suppose technically it's good for me, as I held off on him, because now I won't be that late in getting to his showcases, but I still don't understand the decision to hold Golden Frieza until tonight. Very weird. Hopefully we'll see... I mean, they tweeted his details last night, so I don't think there'll be anything else. But I mean, technically, I don't think we've gotten the data download. So they could, slip in some like sub EZAs or something maybe. I sort of doubt it, honestly, though. So I mean, we'll have to see what happens. But I would like to see more EZAs from this celebration. I don't know if they're going to do the cooler movie characters at this point. I really thought they were going into it, but a lot of people seem to think they're not going to.
Your own business.
Yeah, I get it. I've never faced someone this strong before. I'm getting excited.
So I'm honestly a little dissuaded at this point, but we shall have to see. Now Vegeta here, we're up to 432,000. However, we do have 40% phase 1 defensive support from each of these Vegetas, which I do like to tag them as soon as possible. In the rare scenario where I have to get a Dokkan attack with them, I don't like to have the defense, the attack stacked. So we dropped down to 341 there. But I mean, once we get to the end, I think we're gonna have everything set up very nicely. So I'm very excited to see what he's gonna be able to get up to. But let's just see how many supers he gets this turn, and then we'll cut away. And we will, we'll get to stacking, and we'll come back and see just how tanky the Saiyan Day, Super Saiyan Vegeta from last year can get. I don't know, I really wanted to get around to this guy sooner, but just obviously took some time to get to. It's only 2 supers, huh? Unfortunate. Alright, well, either way, I'm going to cut away. I'm going to get stacking, and we will come back as soon as I'm to turn 100 or so. So we'll be back. All right. So we are back here, and we are up to turn 99. So we've done quite a bit of stacking. Now, I do have 102 total stacks here, and I do have the sort of formula pulled up out of game as well. Once again, if Dokkan would make this easier on me, that'd be nice. In fact, easier on everyone. We really should be able to see defense post super. Unfortunately, we can't, so I do have to do it out of game like this. Now, in game, we're at 8,221,669. Out of game, we're at 8,221,765. There is a little bit of a discrepancy, but and I like to reiterate this every time. As far as I can do on my end, the math is correct. What it is it's either Dokkan or the calculator with like the hundredths and the tenths place, the decimals, rounding up or down, I have to presume is what it is. So the math is correct as far as I can get it. There is a small discrepancy, but it is correct. I do like to point it out because I know the discrepancy exists. And yeah. So anyway, we are ready to get started here. We have Glorio support up, and this is going to be a really good turn for us. To start out, let's go into Super Saiyan Vegeta.
You need more than calculations to understand unsafe.
Okay, so for transforming into Super Saiyan Vegeta, our defense actually does go down, but not really. So he does gain 30% more, phase 1. However, he does lose out on his phase 2 buildup. So we are now at 5,024,379 in-game, 5,024,412 out of game. However, he does get the 180% defense when receiving an attack. So obviously he's going to be much higher, right? And with that, I'm which way should I do this, honestly? Here, I suppose I'll do this Gogeta first, and then we'll do the TEQ Gogeta active. So let me do this. Alright, so even before we have the Gogeta active, we do now have, I suppose technically we did it when we tagged the Vegeta, but we do actually have access to the Phase 1 successor support, which is an additional 40%. So obviously that is a decent buff to Vegeta as well. So we're now at 5,633,381. In-game, 5,633,432 on the sort of calculator. And now for the active.
This is the greatest fusion of all! I'm gonna send you back to hell!
Okay, so from popping the active, obviously we get the 54% active skill phase, 1.54, which brings us to 8,675,393 in game, 8,675,485 out of game. Now Vegeta here still has quite a bit to go. It is going to be very crazy because we haven't even touched his phase 2. Now, keep in mind, this is very crazy. TEQ Gogeta's support, when attacking, is Phase 2. So the second TEQ Gogeta does his sort of attacks, then Vegeta will get a buff. Vegeta will get buffs from his SA effects, and then finally when Vegeta gets hit, right? And then we still don't have the items active, so we have quite a bit of buffs to go yet here. So let's start out with the TEQ Gogeta active. Okay, so we do get the 23 orbs. Obviously, he gets the 10% defense to allies per orb obtained when attacking. Now, I don't believe... Let's see. Yeah, okay. It'll actually proc once he is like doing his SA effect. So it's not up just yet. But Vegeta, he's gonna get so much this turn. It's so crazy. Okay, so let's use the Monster Carrot, which will turn all of the orbs into carrots. We get 15% per. There's 23 orbs total, which is a 345% increase. So we write them here as 4.45. And Vegeta is now at 38 mil, 605,596. In-game, 38 mil, 605,910 out of game. And yet, we still have a decent bit to go here. So, we pop the Android 8. And that's another 50% on the item phase. So this is now 4.95. We are now at 42 mil, 943,248. And then out of game, 42 mil, 943,653. But Vegeta still ain't done yet. This is going to be a very crazy turn. The amount of defense TEQ Gogeta is about to give him is going to be crazy. So just keep in mind what we're at right now. And then Gogeta is going to give him a 230% increase to a phase where he doesn't have any buffs right now. And then he himself gets another 180% when receiving an attack. So this is going to be a very, very crazy turn. But yeah, let's get started here. Alright, so just have this ready immediately. I don't know what to expect here, but he's going to be very competitive. Okay, so the second Gogeta does that, we get the Phase 2 buff, and then we also get his SA effect buff. So Vegeta is at 145 mil, 25,131 defense. And we still have a decent bit to go here, so obviously TEQ Gogeta is going to be super in for a second here, but yeah, this is crazy. Having this guy for these defense stacking ones, I don't know, this character's wild. I think they cooked. Jesus Christ, 66 mil. Now, like I said, I have not used him too much just yet. Well, in fact, I haven't used him at all with the Dokkan. 70.6. What the hell? I know we have Super Gogeta active up, but this is crazy. Link level 10, 1 dude. Okay. So as soon as Vegeta attacks, we do get 50% per. That's 22.4. So we're at 148 mil. He gets another super. So now 22.9. We're at 151 mil, 647,283. And then for receiving the hit, we do get the 180% increase, which puts us at 5.1 phase 2. And we finish off with Vegeta being at 234 mil, 363,983. Now this number is very crazy because this is putting him up with the defense stacking ones. It's hard for characters to get so high. Now, I think Hit is my highest by far, given how he works. But besides hit, I mean, I think the highest I have is like Tech Kefla 580 some odd thousand or million, excuse me. And then the next one's at like 400 mil. And it steeply declines from there. Well, I think actually Tech Vegeta and Bardock are both in that 400 mil range, but regardless, I think this just goes to show from because of how much power creep we've had recently, and maybe it'll be more apparent when I have like the Tech Gods or the Super Saiyan 4s. So I think I really should probably do one of them next just to really show how big of a buff the Tech Gogeta active or Phase 2 is. Because it's sort of hard to comprehend, but Vegeta here is from the start of 2024. And if you look at the meta then and the meta now, the power creep in the last year and a half has been just so rampant that characters from that time are not really competitive. So the fact that he can get that high defensively when he's not stacking a lot and he's only stacking 20% per super, I think is very crazy. So I'm very excited to use Tech Gogeta's support some more. But that'll do it for Tech Vegeta here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.